this is part 2 of the segment with the ingredient broccoli de Rabe. The first part 1, was basically broccoli de Rabe with sausage and pepper, and this second part is going to be with fettuccine, and I'm really excited. It's a really good dish in a white sauce, and so let's get started. Okay, so for those of you that may not have seen a video previously, this is my mom. And so, again, this is part 2, and okay, take it away.
Let's introduce the ingredients. We need some flour for this recipe. So about half a cup of white flour. Then you can use either chicken broth, liquid, if you have some at home. And if you don't, and you might have the powdered chicken flavor, you know, bouillon or something. Anything that you have, it's also fine. And then you just have to add to taste. So in this case, I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon, a full teaspoon of that. I'm using the powder because this is more economical and also is handy whenever you want, and you don't have to discard. If you are not making a lot of recipes with this and you don't need the whole amount, then basically this might be a waste. So in this case, we just need a small amount, so we're going to use the powder one. Now, if you use the liquid, then you might have to use less of the half and half, of course. Now, in this case, because we use the powder, we are going to start with about half a cup of heavy cream or half and half, whatever you happen to have in your fridge. It's fine. And we need a lot of Parmigiano cheese. This is the key ingredient for this recipe. So we're going to start with about 4 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons. Okay, this is the 4. And we are going to whisk this. Now for this second portion of the steps, in this case you need some butter. So about this much, it's fine. Now,
how much is that? A third of it?
About two chunks. 2 tablespoons.
Italians do not use measuring.
We never measure. We just go by.
Like, meh, this looks about right.
The same sausage that we showed previously in the first segment.
Part 1 will be right here.
I have another 2 chunks
leftover of sausage
that I cooked again for this recipe, and this is needed also for this particular recipe that we are making. Now the other step is to boil the water. So this is the original pan I was using before when I boiled the broccoli di Rabe. So I'm going to use now with clean water, and I'm going to add the fettuccine. Now the pasta preference for this recipe will be fettuccine. If you happen to have fettuccine, that's fine. If you don't find the fettuccine because you live in an area where they don't have a lot of variation with pasta, which right now I don't. It's a new area for us, so we still have to get to know the stores around here. Another substitute, this particular, how do you call this? Noodles. The wider the noodles, the better it will be. In this case, I found yolk-free, so they are still tasty because they are made with eggs. But they are not fattening because they don't have any yolk. And you will need a package of these noodles. Okay, this is the butter that I added about 2 or 3 pieces of garlic, and I basically browned it, so it became a little brown. And now I want to take it out. I take the garlic out because I just want the flavor of the garlic, but I don't want the consistency of the garlic between my teeth when I eat this. This is not a recipe that you have to bite into the garlic. And now you add the sausage, just like we did before in the other recipe. And it's already pre-cooked, so it needs very little browning. How do you say it? I don't know. Okay, and then you fold in the broccoli, and you try to open it up. This recipe again will take about 30 minutes from start to completion. the water was boiling before, so now I put the pasta in, and you stir it. You give a good stir so that it will not get all chunked up, and you make sure that you put salt, about 1 full teaspoon, and then you can always add to taste. So now we stir the broccoli di rape here in the sausage with the butter and the garlic which we removed. This is what we made earlier for the sauce, which consisted of flour and some chicken flavor bouillon and heavy cream or half and half. And we fold it in, and then you stir it into the broccoli. Now after that, you add a little bit more, maybe another 1/4 cup
of half and half.
It has to cook quite fast. You don't need to really put it on a low flame or anything. And you wait until the pasta is ready while you do that. And then you come back to it.
Alright guys, so the pasta has been cooking for about 15 minutes and it was on high. And so the water is basically just bubbling, and now you don't want the pasta to cook too long, because what the next step is, we're going to take the pasta and fold it into the sauce. Alright, so before putting the pasta into the pan, make sure that you drain all the water out. Now just basically put the pasta into the sauce. Okay, so if you guys feel that the sauce tastes a little bit too dry, I would suggest pouring in a little bit more of the half and half, just to kind of make it more of a sauce and not so thick so it's, you know, pasty almost. So just add as much as you like. It's basically just personal preference. And
then finish it up with the black pepper this time. You don't need crushed pepper anymore. Right now you need lots of Parmigiano cheese. We're gonna add some more Parmigiano cheese. And then finish it up with black pepper. Here we go, guys.
oh, look how beautiful.
Pepper. You can finish it up with lots and lots of pepper. The more you can handle, the better it will taste. And lots of Parmigiano cheese. And bon appetit.
Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. And again, if you have any requests for specific recipes that you would like to see made, and if you are going into college and have a kitchen and would like to have a fast, easy meal, please leave me some comments and or a video response, whichever one you prefer, and let me know what you guys think. Alright, thanks, bye!